everyone. I'm Kenzie Moss. I'm the membership coordinator for Georgia Manufacturing Alliance. And today, for our Maker's Mic interview, we have Scott from Delta Metals. Thank you so much for being here, Scott.
It's great to be here. Thanks for the invitation.
Yeah. So, you have been a member of GMA since 2017, correct?
Well, that sounds about right.
It's
Time
a long,
flies.
it's been a long time. Yeah. So we really appreciate all that you've done for GMA and all your participation. So this interview is really important to us. So thank you again for being here.
Thank you.
So can you give me an overview of Delta Metals? What do y'all do? What do y'all provide?
Delta Metals was established in 1959 primarily as a sheet metal fabrication company, making ductwork for the air conditioning industry that was just beginning to blossom. And we've been making ductwork ever since, any kind of sheet metal products. That also morphed into what we call industrial services, where we started out making machine guards for a lot of paper mills, and now we're in just about any manufacturing plant making guards, other safety devices, platforms, anything on the assembly line, basically anything that needs to be made and installed out of custom fabricated metal. And we also have a roofing division that does any kind of commercial or industrial type roofing, primarily low slope. Very few of our roofs are actually metal, oddly enough, but we can do just about any kind of roof out there.
Nice. So I saw on your website, kind of tying that all in, you do duct systems, roofing, and industrial maintenance. That's like your three main areas of expertise.
Correct.
How long have you been with Delta Metals?
Since 1995 as a part, almost in September will be 30 years, and I've owned Delta Metals for 12 years.
Wow. Okay, so you and your wife, Melissa, own Delta Metals together,
That's
and
correct.
Melissa's father was one of the owners as well.
Boy, you've done your homework.
Yeah.
He started the company in order to make ductwork for his plumbing company when he got into the HVAC business. So
Nice.
we've always been a separate company, but he did start the business.
Perfect. So you said it started from him wanting to do duct work. Is that what you?
Well, he wanted to do air conditioning.
Air conditioning. Okay, gotcha. So that kind of just blossomed into all of these different categories. That's awesome. Um, since you've been in the business for so long, what is something that you have learned that you wish you would have learned when you first started?
Well, it really is an industry specific. I think for me personally, learning how to hire right and when to let people go is probably important. I came from a military background. We didn't hire and fire. We learned to work with what we had. And as a business owner, I've learned that sometimes you can do better by seeking out the right people and making sure your team is better.
That is a great answer. I agree. Your team is everything. Being a teacher, that your team is your family, and you spend a lot of time with each other. So it's important to have hardworking people that can all collaborate together. So you mentioned you were in the military. I do want to mention that Delta Metals is veteran owned and always has been, right?
That is correct. My father-in-law served in the Navy in World War II, so
Wow.
he's owned it. And then, of course, I've owned it, and I served in the Navy as well.
Well, thank you for your service. That's a really great thing to have. And I know Jason is a veteran also, so we always support veteran-owned companies. So that's awesome. What is a trend that's impacting your business at the moment?
Well, I think one thing that's getting a lot of attention these days is AI. Um, Another is the lack of skilled workers that are out there. And consequently, I think robotics is growing because of the lack of skilled workers. So I'm watching all of those trends, and we're trying to plot our course to manage our business to stay competitive, keep quality, and develop as many skilled workers as possible. We're working with school systems and technical schools and all sorts to develop and recruit skilled workers, but at the same time, we're maintaining the highest level of modern technology in our business in order to stay competitive and using the systems of the day that the technology can provide.
Yeah, that's great. Y'all are using the school systems because I think getting those students early. I know for myself, when I graduated high school, I didn't really know what I wanted to do because I don't think there was that many. I think it was like, okay, you need to go to college, but I really think more of a technical school would have been my thing. I just didn't know a lot about it. So it's great that you're getting those kids early and showing them what they can do with their skills, and that's great. What makes Delta Metals unique compared to other metal companies?
Well, there's a lot of companies out there that will fabricate metal. Um, Most of those companies take whatever is given to them, and they'll make it. In our situation, we have people that are in these plants all the time and are helping the folks in those plants come up with ideas, ways to solve their problems. And I think that's what makes us unique, is we're more than just a fabricator. We'll come in and actually help you solve your problem and help you come up with the right tools necessary to do it.
Awesome. I also think that something that I saw on your website that makes y'all unique is that you're a green company. So y'all try to recycle as much as possible, keep things out of the landfills. Um, when did y'all start becoming a green company? Because I feel like it said like before that even became the cool thing to do, y'all were trying to do that.
I always like to tell people we were green before green was green. We've been recycling metal for a long time, and and that is our byproduct. We buy metal on 10,000 pound coils, we process it, and then we take the leftovers and we send it back. And that's been going on long before it became something to do. And so we've always done that, and we continue to try to find ways to be better uh, community citizens of our area, of our neighborhood, and of the world in general with our waste and so forth.
Awesome. And y'all are located in Savannah, correct?
That's correct. We operate all over Georgia and South Carolina, and we make products and drop ship them all over the world. So.
Awesome. Well, our last question is, how can someone get in contact with you if they are interested in Delta Metals?
Well, the easiest way is through just pick up a phone, 912-234-8201. That'll come right in. You can go to our website at www.deltametals.net, and they can reach us that way.
Okay, perfect. Well, Scott, thank you so much for doing this interview with me. And I think we learned a lot about Delta Metals, and it's a very awesome company. So thank you for
Well,
being here.
thank you. It was a pleasure.